Hi and welcome to my guide. Today we're going to do the quest Animal Magnetism. The quest requirements are Restless Ghost, Earnest Chicken and Priest in Peril. The skill requirements are 30 Ranged, 18 Slayer, 19 Crafting and 35 Woodcutting. The items needed are a ghostspeak amulet, 5 iron bars, a mithril axe, a holy symbol, 1 hard leather, and then also some polished buttons. These polished buttons are tradable, so you can buy them from the Grand Exchange, or you can also get them by polishing regular buttons, which are untradeable. And to get these you will need to pickpocket some h.a.m members, male or female, in their hideout between Draynor and Lumbridge. What I forgot to bring at the start of the quest was a hammer. Be sure that you also bring a hammer. I will put an image of a hammer in my inventory just to let you know that I have brought a hammer along. So be sure that you also bring it along. For the recommended items you will need an ectophial or 1300 GP if you have not completed the quest Ghost Ahoy, 3 teleports to Draynor and 1 to Burthope. I will be using 3 glory charges and 1 game necklace charge, and also you will need to have 20 ecto-tokens. If you do not have 20 ecto-tokens, you will need to have 4 empty pots, approximately 50 extra GP, and 4 bones of any kind. You don't really need to have the bones right now. You can also kill some chickens for their bones in a nearby farm. Now, if you have a house in Rimmington, I suggest you also bring 1 teleportation method to your house, which will speed up the quest by a minute maybe, and then also some more GP and steel arrows to buy Ava's attractors or accumulators after the quest is completed. What is also recommended to bring are like 2 stamina potions of 4 doses and some weight reducing armor. Because we don't need to fight anything during this quest, you don't need to bring along your food, armor or weapon. You might need to have 3 stamina potions if you have not completed the quest Ghost Ahoy. Where to start this quest is right here in the Draynor Manor in the southwestern corner. If you just search the bookcase you will find Ava in the hidden room. Talk to her. Then select the first option. I would be happy to make your home a better place. Then just keep pressing the spacebar until she mentions the Port Phasmatys farm. There we will need to go next. Either you empty your ectophial and you're already in Port Phasmatys, or if you've not completed the quest Ghost Ahoy, just exit the Draynor Manor and run to Port Sarim. Go to the most southern dock of Port Sarim, and the western transportation sign on the most southern dock are a couple of trader crew members. Take the boat to Port Phasmatys for 1300 GP and you've also arrived. Alright, so when you've arrived in Port Phasmatys here at the Ectofunctus, if you do not have your 20 ecto-tokens, just enter the city and go to the trader crew members. If you have not completed the quest Ghost Ahoy, then you pretty much are already at the trader crew members, and you need to trade them to buy 4 buckets of slime. If you already have 20 or more ecto-tokens, you don't need to follow this part, you can just skip it. So once you are in Port Phasmatys, trade 1 of the trader crew members and buy 4 buckets of slime. Once you have these, return to the Ectofunctus north of Port Phasmatys. Next, if you already have your 4 bones, go upstairs and go to the bone crusher. If you do not have your bones already, just go a little bit west of the Ectofunctus and you will find a farm. Kill some cows or chickens for their bones. Once you have 4 bones and 4 buckets of slime, go to the 2nd floor, go to the northern wall, use your bones on the loader, then wind the bone grinder and click on the bin to empty it. Then just use your bones again on the loader, wind, empty the bin, and do this until you have 4 bone meals. Alright, so when you have 4 bone meals, go back downstairs, go back to the Ectofunctus, click on it to worship, do this 4 times, and talk to one of the 2 ghost disciples when you have equipped your ghostspeak amulet, and they will give you 5 ecto-tokens for each time you've worshipped. Next you can simply drop your pots and buckets because you don't need them anymore and they just cost weight. And then go to the farm. It is located just west of the Ectofunctus. In this farm you will also find a farm shop. Enter it and you'll find a woman called Alice. Talk to her. Then select the 4th option about a quest. Skip through the dialogue and she says you will need to talk to her husband. Exit the shop and go west. Enter the cow field, and somewhere in this cow field you should find Alice's husband. Talk to the ghost. Skip through the dialogue and you will need to talk to Alice once again. We will need to do this like 3 more times, switching between Alice and her husband. Select the 4th option again, skip through the dialogue, return to the husband. Be sure to drink a stamina potion dose for this part. The husband, back to Alice, about the quest, skip through the dialogue. Then go to the husband once again. And he will not give you the bank pin to a random stranger. Talk to Alice once again for the last time. About the quest. And now Alice will mention the Old Crone. The Old Crone is located northwest of Canvas and east of the Slayer Tower. So there is where we'll need to go next. Exit the farm and go west and run all the way to Canvas. If you have a Canvas teleport, maybe via a portal in your house, use that because that's quicker. But I don't think many of us already have completed the Desert Treasure or have a Slayer Ring. And just go to the Slayer Tower by running. Be sure to drink some stand-up potions so you can keep running. Just pause Frankenstein's castle, just keep going west. Where the path splits, just keep going west. When the path goes north, just get off the path and keep going west until you reach the Slayer Tower. When you see the Slayer Tower, immediately go north to the eastern side of the Slayer Tower and you'll find a little house. Go to your equipment and remove the ghostspeak amulet. Enter the house and talk to the Old Crone. Then select the 2nd option about the farmers east of here. Skip through the dialogue. Talk to her once again about the farmers to the east. And be sure to have 1 inventory slot open and she will give you the Crone made amulet. Once you have this, empty your ectophial or run all the way back to the farmers. Back here at Port Phasmatys, go back to the farm, equip your ghostspeak amulet and return to the cow field to talk to the husband. Talk to the husband. Then select the 1st option. Okay, you need it more than I do, I suppose. Next, talk to the husband once again to start a cutscene. Alright, when the cutscene is over, talk to the husband. Then select the first option, could I buy those chickens now? Select the second option, could I buy 2 chickens? We will buy 2 chickens for 10 ecto-tokens each. Next we will need to return to Ava. So go to your teleportation methods to go to Draynor and return to Ava. I will see you back in her room. Alright, when you've returned, talk to Ava. Give her the chickens after pressing the spacebar for quite a couple of seconds. And now we will need to talk to the witch who is next door, so pull the lever. Go north, exit the room, and then enter the room just west of you, which is the kitchen. And here you should find a witch. Talk to her. Skip through the dialogue and she will ask you to bring 5 iron bars. Since you already have these, talk to the witch again. And she will give you a selected iron. And now we'll need to go to the Rimmington mine. So if you have a house in Rimmington, teleport yourself to Rimmington and go to the Rimmington mine. If not, exit the Draynor Manor and run all the way to Rimmington. So first exit the Draynor Manor by going through the back door in the southeastern room and run all the way to Rimmington, located south of Falador. I will see you back in the Rimmington mine. So when you've arrived in the Rimmington mine, it doesn't really matter where you stand, just be sure that your character is facing north and then use your hammer on the selected iron and you will hammer it down into a magnet. Once you have this, teleport to Draynor, and you will need to give this to Ava. Alright, back at Ava's, talk to her, give her the magnet, and she will now ask for a second item, which are some undead twigs. To get this, you will need to go to the front door of the Draynor Manor. So, pull the lever, go back to the southeastern room of the main floor of the manor and exit the manor, and then just go to the front door. Alright, a little bit south of the front door you should find a couple of undead trees which have a yellow text. Try to chop it and you will get a message in your chat box that you should report this to Ava. So open the large door and do what the chat box says you to do. After skipping through all this dialogue, she will now say to go to the Slayer Master in Burthope. So rub your game necklace, select the first option and go to Burthope. Or use any teleportation method to Burthope. Then just go east of the Burthope Inn, south of the general store. Here you'll find Turgle in his little house. Talk to him. Select the fourth option, I'm here about a quest. Skip through the dialogue and he will ask for a mithril axe. Talk to him. Select the fourth option again about the trees. Select the first option, I'd love one, thanks. And you will now have a blessed axe in your inventory. Use your final teleport to go to Draynor Village. And now go back to the Draynor Manor and try to chop these undead trees again to get some undead twigs. Chop a undead tree. If you fail, try again until you have some undead twigs. Then return to Ava and give her these last items to complete your quest. Talk to her. Next, talk to her once again. And she will give you some research notes. Click on it to translate and you'll see 9 green circles. We will need to turn off every single one of them except for the second one, the fifth one and then the last one. Once you've done that, click on the close button and give this to Ava again. And she will now ask you for some polished buttons. Use the buttons on a pattern and you will get a container. Give this to Ava and congratulations, you've completed Animal Magnetism quest. You are awarded with 1000 experience in crafting, fetching, slayer and 2,500 woodcutting experience, 1 quest point and Ava's device. Now you can also buy more attractors or accumulators if you just right click on Ava and click on devices. Then you just right click on the image and you can buy as many attractors or accumulators as you want. This was my guide how to complete Animal Magnetism quest. Hopefully it helped. Subscribe, rate and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.